Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I will be telling you guys the story about how it destroyed the British Empire, the biggest and one of the greatest empires of all time. Now this is not well known, so that's probably why you have never heard of this story. Before I go on to say how I destroyed the British Empire, I think that I should first tell you why I destroyed the British Empire. Well, for that we need to go back to 1802. At this time I was working as a German spy. Don't ask why that's not relevant. I have had some small spy missions in my career, but late that year, I was given my biggest task yet, infiltrating the British Army to gain knowledge of British military tactics and their access to equipment more advanced than the one we had in Germany. My mission started very well. For the first couple of months, everything was going great, and I was doing my military service in Britain. But then one morning, we woke up for breakfast, and what I saw disgusted me to my very core. These monsters took a piece of bread and then put beans on them. A country that does stuff like this deserves to be punished. I knew that simply getting information from them was not enough. I needed to punish them. I needed to bring their empire to collapse. I first went back to Germany and asked for the agency's help. But they didn't think I could do it, so they said no, and they even fired me for abandoning my original mission. I came up with a few ideas on how to take down the empire, and I looked for help. I soon found a former German spy I had worked with before she got fired for saying that France isn't even that bad. Now, I was not sure I could work with her because of what she said. I had thought maybe she had some sort of disability. But then I saw how she reacted when I showed her the atrocity. That woman is the one you today know as Queen Elizabeth II. But back then, people knew her as just good old Lizzie. We first tried to assassinate Queen Victoria. Lizzie managed to shoot her several times, but she was so fat that the bullets did so little damage. She didn't even notice she was being shot. That didn't work, but no problem. We had other ideas. We planned to launch a revolt in British Australia. Using her skills as spies, it was going great, but one day Lizzie got in a fight with some kangaroo and she got knocked out. When they took her to the hospital, they found documents about our plan on her, and she then got arrested. They couldn't find me, though, because on the documents, I luckily misspelled my name wrong, so they arrested some other guy called Joe. I did, however, now have to wait 15 years for Lizzie to get out of jail. I didn't really do much during those 15 years, other than that one time I joined the mafia, but that's a long story for another day. When Lizzie got out of jail, we instantly went back to coming up with ideas to take down the empire. Lizzie didn't think of coming up with a plan while she was in jail, so was a bit pissed off because of it. But nonetheless, we had to get back to work, and we soon got an idea. Me and Lizzie went back to Germany and made a bet with the Emperor of Germany. Heads, we give him $10. Tails, he declares war on the British, and the coin landed on tails. And that, kids, is how World War I started. The war went well at first. At least the dumbest emperor managed to lose the war, so you better bet that Ma and Lizzie jumped his ass after the war. We did fight for the Germans in the war, so then after the war we were taken to Britain as war prisoners, and we had to be in jail until 1933 this time. However, we would make the same mistake as last time. We would spend our entire time in jail planning every single move to bring Britain to the knees. During our time in jail, we got fed beans on toast every single day. It fueled our anger to insane levels. Anyway, we got out of jail and we actually stayed in England for our plan. We convinced another German guy to start a world war, and near the end of the war, we snuck into the palace where the British royal family lives. We kidnapped the king's daughter and next in line to the throne. Coincidentally, her name was Elizabeth, so Lizzie changed her name and pretended to be her for decades until she soon became the queen, and we then sabotaged Britain from the inside. We let go all the British colonies, so the British Empire was now dead. Our mission was successful. As for the real Queen Elizabeth, she is still stuck in some shed somewhere in Brazil. Sadly, though, Lizzie still had to pretend to be British until she faked her death in 2022. And now she is on vacation in the Bahamas. That's it for this video, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.